What's up, ladies and germs? It's your boy back at you. It's Oni here. Just want to talk about something real quick. Young Ripper said something yesterday, which is Eric July. He was talking about don't buy shit from companies that hate you, and then he goes back around and says, when you're dealing with Marvel DC, you can always buy back issues. Which, yeah, if you're buying them from a third party, you're not giving Marvel any money. But if you're going to boycott them, fucking boycott them. Don't be playing fucking footsie with them. Because there's some places, like if you get them from some comic websites, they buy some of those back issues from Marvel. Because Marvel always has back stock of back issues. And you used to be able to buy back issues from Marvel directly. I don't know if Marvel still does that, but they used to do it back in the mid 2000s. Because I've bought some off of them. I bought some off their website before. Got back issues. So yeah, and because I said, well, even if you're buying back issues, they still get some of that money. And he was like, no, they don't. And I'm like, well, I was like thinking, well, maybe you're right. Maybe I misunderstood what you were saying. But I started thinking about it, and I was like, they do get some money off back issues, because some of those back issues, if you buy them off of comic websites, some of them come from Marvel. They don't come from third-party dealers. They don't come from some guy who bought it and wanted to sell it. Unless you're just buying shit from the 70s, 80s, and 90s, most people, unless you're a comic collector and you haven't read that shit, you would get it. But if you're a comic book reader, normally you're going to try to get what's more recent, and you're going to get a trade. You'll either get a trade paperback or get the omnibus of it, and most of them come from Marvel. So I'd say, and plus, he's wearing like Marvel. He's advertising. He got, if you're watching a video, the back of his room's got all comic Marvel shit in it. He's wearing all Marvel hat, Flash hat. He wears, DC and Marvel shit all the time. That right there, you're advertising for them. That's free advertisement for them. That's why they make those hats and shirts that say Marvel on them. They're wanting people to be a free advertisement for them. So if you're going to talk about boycotting them, Either fucking boycott them or don't. Don't sit there and act like you got some kind of slick angle to, cut them out of their market. Either boycott them or don't boycott them. Personally, I don't buy any Marvel shit anymore. I don't buy any DC shit, and I'm not going to buy any back issues. I'm not going to buy anything. I buy independent comics. I'll buy Dark Horse stuff, just like I was wanting Conan. I was wanting some of the Savage Sword of Conan, so I'm going to buy the Dark Horse omnibuses of the Savage Sword of Conan when they had the rights to Conan, because their omnibuses are way cheaper than Marvel's, and I'm not buying from Marvel. Fuck that. I'm not buying. He's got a right idea about not buying from companies that hate you, but hell, a lot of people's been saying that. But I go with, if you're going to boycott something, or if you're going to boycott a company, either don't fuck around with it, do it, or don't do it. You don't need comics to live off of, It's just like, that's why shit never changes. That's why none of these companies ever change, is because people want to play footsie with them and play grab ass, and they never do what they really say. They don't have integrity and stick to their fucking guns. They'll go, oh son, this book's coming out, I really, really want it. I just bought it this one time. And see, that means you ain't got no fucking integrity. You don't stick to what you say. You don't keep your fucking word. If you're going to do something, you got to do it. You got to show these companies you mean business, because if you're still buying books here and there, that's not doing nothing. Everybody's got to quit buying them. If you don't like what's going on, you got to show them you don't like it. And how you show them you don't like it? You hit them in the pocketbook. You hurt their pocketbook. That's the only way they'll ever fire some of these woke ass writers. And probably some of the artists are woke fuckers too. I don't know. But I know most about all their writers are. They're all trash writers, and some of them have been there for a long time, and they can write stuff that ain't woke. That, you know, but who get, you know, it's not going to change. I'm just one guy on YouTube, and all these other people are up on their fucking pedestals with their big fan bases and shit, and they want to sit there and act like they're advocating for people, and then you find out they ain't really, you know, they don't really go hard like they act like they do. It's kind of hard to believe any of these YouTubers, some of these big YouTubers, because a lot of them are kind of fake to me. They'll say one thing and do another. And if you're going to talk about it, you might as well either do what you say or don't talk about it at all, because there's no point in telling people not to buy something and then going around telling them, well, you can buy the back issues. Well, you shouldn't buy it at all. It don't matter if it makes some money or not. You should not buy them at all, because everything you buy, and if you do a review, if you do an unboxing of it, that right there gives Marvel advertisement. It's like saying, I like Marvel shit. So people that you're fans, a lot of them will start going buying Marvel shit. And like, so that's just, which I don't get this shit. All these people talk about not emulating Hollywood celebrity and shit like that. Well, people on YouTube and shit are just like that. They've become a new celebrity. I don't look up to any of these damn people, because most of them are fake ass people. They're not who they say they are in real life. They say one thing on camera, and behind the scenes they're another way. I just don't trust any of these fucking people. I don't trust any of them. Most of them are fucking liars. And I want to say one more thing. Is there any chick on YouTube that don't have a fucking OnlyFans? Because just about every one of these anime cosplay girls, every one of them's got a fucking OnlyFans. Every goddamn one of them. And some of them ain't as bad as the other ones, but still, I would, you know, what's refreshing when you actually find a girl that ain't got an OnlyFans, that's what's refreshing. Because that right there, that sends I just don't know. I'm not a prude. I ain't against nudity and stuff. It's just, I don't like the way, like, all these girls think they gotta do some kind of fucking nude pictures and do porn shit to. Now, this one girl, this Jessica girl I was watching, hers, like, you can find some of her stuff that's not on OnlyFans, and it's kind of tasteful. It's like, she's not really nude, but she's like, covers her, like, nipples and stuff, and some of her stuff's kind of tasteful. It's not really porn, it's just like glamour shots, like beauty, like glamour, beauty kind of nudes, but she's not all the way nude. But still, I mean, I ain't no prude. I don't mind, you know, having nude pictures of the human form. I just don't like pornography. I think pornography is what damages people's brains and makes everybody fuck as degenerate as people are. Because there was a damn psychiatric study with younger girls, and it showed that, I think, girls that were 13 and younger that had seen hardcore pornography on the internet, when they got older, they had no interest in having sex or getting married or being with a guy at all. They just they're just going to be celibate, because they're scared to have sex with a man, because they think, because what they seen hardcore pornography, and they think all sex is like that. See, it ruins people. It ruins little boys too, because it makes them think that that's what sex is really like, when it's not really like that at all. I mean, there is fucking people that do shit like that, but it's not always like that. You know, most people don't do that when they have sex. And most people, it's a beautiful, sensuous, slow kind of thing, and people are gentle and things like that. They're not rough. They don't, ain't really rough with the woman or anything like that. And some women don't like that rough shit anyways. Some women do. A lot of women do, but not all of them. But I don't know. You just can't hardly find anybody in this world anymore that practices what they preach. They always have like a catch to it. They always like, I try to do what I say. That's why I don't you know, I wear this Raiders hat, but I don't promote the NFL. I don't sit there and tell people to watch it. And I don't even really watch the NFL. I just like the logo. But I don't sit here and talk about football, though, all the time either. You know, and I don't sit there and tell you not to watch the NFL. I don't give a shit if you watch it or not, because nobody's watching it anyway. I don't sit there and tell you don't do something and then wear the shit, you know. That's one reason why I don't like wearing name brand clothes, because I don't like the way they do those people in China and Indonesia and shit, work them about to death and shit like that. So, I mean, it's kind of hard to find clothes that ain't made in China. It's very hard. They've pretty much sewn up the clothing market with China. So it's kind of really hard to find clothing that ain't made in China. But I try to find clothes made in other countries and try to find stuff that's made, where they treat their workers at least decent. But it's really hard. It's really hard to find stuff that ain't made in a sweatshop. That don't cost a fucking fortune. And same thing with Apple. There's people that tell you don't buy Apple shit, but then they got Apple computers and Apple laptops. They got like Apple desktops, Apple laptops, and iPad, iPhone, and all that bullshit. See, I won't buy Apple shit. I got a Samsung phone, and it's from Korea. And I buy LG phones. They're made in Japan. You know. So I try to practice what I preach, but a lot of people act like, oh, it's so hard to do what you say. It's not that hard. You got the fucking internet at your fingertips. You can research shit. You just got to put in a little bit of time. You just got to put in 5 or 10 minutes to look shit up and find out how if it's made in good working conditions or not. Or, if you're going to boycott something, like I said, if you're going to boycott something, fucking boycott it. Don't play pussyfoot and grab ass with it. Either don't buy their shit or buy their shit. But if you're going to buy their shit, don't tell other people not to buy their shit, because you're not being a good example. It's just shit like that bothers me. Either practice what you preach or don't fucking talk about it. Period. Just do what you fucking say. This is why shit never changes with these companies. This is why they keep making big time money, which Marvel's losing money. DC is too. Because most people are not buying their shit. It's people that keep on, them super geek and super fucking fans that ain't got no damn sense. They keep buying that bullshit and keep, pushing them forward a little bit, which Disney's having to put a lot of money into Marvel. Even though those super fans do exist, if they wasn't owned by Disney, they'd have went bankrupt already. But let me know what you think. Like, dislike. If you don't like the video, dislike it. If you like the video, like it. Leave me a comment. Tell me why you don't like the video, or tell me why you like the video, or tell me something you might want me to talk about. I'm open to talk about anything. I might have to look into it if I don't know what it is. But just like, subscribe, comment. Like I said, dislike the video if you don't like it. Or let me know what you like about it or don't like about the video. Give me some constructive criticism. I'm trying to build my channel up a little bit better. I'm not trying to do this for money or nothing. I'm just trying to do it as a hobby, but I really want to have the best channel I can have so I can get the most people watching as possible. Because if you're going to do it, you might as well try to have people watch it, right? Well, see y'all. Take care of each other. I'm out.